So over the past few weeks, I've been interning at Il Posto at North Epping, which is the family-run restaurant. That's the crew. Actually a winner at the local business awards, so thank you, no problem. We don't just do pizza, we do some kind of contemporary, modern Australian, Italian-influenced food with our fortnightly seasonal specials, as you can see in these delicious-looking photos taken by yours truly. But main focus is, of course, our lovely pizza. Can you tell how good my heart is? I get pretty creative making that mess. This absolute gem of a pizza that everyone hated except me, but I thought it was good, so I put it on the menu. Anyway, here's the lovely process of the entirety of making my current food innovation, the Bolzone, which is our newest menu item. Feel free to check out the Il Posto North Epping Facebook page for the looking photos. So flour, salt, yeast, and my Calvin Klein advert. Throw in a bit of water. Important to add the water in slowly. If you mix it in too much, it'll just clump up, won't mix in properly. It's a huge pain if there's too much water and the flour isn't mixed through, then it's all lumpy. Then when you go to stretch out the dough, you're just going to have lumps of flour or yeast or salt. After it's been mixing for about 10 minutes, throw in the extra virgin olive oil, which makes it the rustic wood-fired dough. That's a photo of the midway process. Speed it up after the oil's been fully immersed. Helps, does stuff, makes it better. Oil up the hands, take it all out. If the dough comes out really easily and doesn't stick too much, it means it's a good dough. And as you can see, the bowl's pretty clean, so did a pretty good job on that one, didn't I? Important to oil it over the top while you let it sit there and proof. Otherwise it goes all like stale at the top. And then you begin the lovely half an hour process of rolling each individual ball, about 325 to 330 grams. It takes a long time, strenuous, but I mean, hey, you got to put the love in it somewhere. So then after I do this, you'll see the steps of me making the Bolzone, which I kind of call, that sounds stupid, but it's a play on words, and who cares? So basically what it was huge dilemma. Go out to a restaurant, don't know what to get, pizza or pasta. So, why don't you just have both? So I experimented with a few different types of sauces inside the pasta. If you saw the first photo, that was my first creation to actually just put the spaghetti on top of the margarita. But looked sick, but was super impractical to eat. Then I just grabbed bolognese sauce, threw the fior di latte, which is it's like the real good, like mozzarella. It's like the purest form you can get. Bit of red sauce over the top so it doesn't burn. Important to poke the holes in, otherwise it's just going to rise and rise and rise, and it can explode in the oven, and no one has time to clean that from the oven. After a few minutes cooking in the lovely wood-fire pizza oven, bit of oil over the top, and you can actually leave it whole or you can cut it up. Kind of depends if the customer's going to share it or eat it for themselves. Once you put all the ingredients on, this is really just an advert and me kind of showing off. But anyway, back to the food innovation. So food tech innovation is actually a main part of the HSC syllabus for Year 12. It's a core strand worth about 25%. So it focuses on stuff like... So the outcomes are H1.3, justify processes of food product development and manufacture in terms of market. Technological and environmental considerations, develops, prepares and prevents food using product development processes. And then factors which impact on food product development. So the whole decision, do you want pizza or pasta? Steps in food product development. So all the different times I tried and it didn't really work, when there was too much bolognese and it was too dry, or there's too much cheese and it just kind of melted and you couldn't really pick it up. Marketing plans, the clever play on words for Bolzone was kind of the main factor in that. And yeah, that's the Bolzone created at Il Posto by yours truly.